Hi guys, it's me, Skylar Capri, and today we're talking about the all-new Sweetest song from Bath & Body Works. Now, I have not seen this in my store yet, but a bunch of people have already been able to get their hands on it, and this is supposed to be a super sweet gourmand raspberry fragrance, which I am so excited for. If you're returning, welcome back, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. We do all things Bath & Body Works, especially the body care, so if that sounds like something interesting to you, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, let's get into not only this scent, but comparing it to Bath & Body Works raspberries of the past. All right, you guys, let's get into Sweetest song, starting with the packaging. I'm gonna put some images up now. And this image was pulled from the Q4 and full year 2024 earnings plus 2025 guidance presentation. Bath & Body Works has several different websites, and this is off the Bath & Body Works sort of media relations and investment page. So I will have it linked in the description box if you are curious to check it out. But getting into the packaging, I think this is some of my favorite packaging I have seen in a while. I really do like the colors that they chose, and I think this is such an appropriate look for spring. So we're gonna kind of break it down into the different packagings, going product by product. So starting off from right to left with the hand soap, I think the hand soap looks nice. I don't really buy hand soaps too much. My mom usually just goes and grabs a couple and then they just appear in our bathrooms. So I like the hand soap, nothing crazy. I think it looks nice. Moving on into the hand cream, I love the more pastel baby pink. I think it looks very dainty. The white cap I'm a huge fan of. Usually on the hand creams, it is a black cap, which can kind of like disrupt the whole packaging look if everything else is sort of white and pink or different colors. So I love the white cap on this. Moving into the body lotion, I really enjoy this. I love that they went with a blue design, and then for the shower gel, they went with pink. So it's not identical, but if you were to display them on a shelf, it would look very cohesive. The lotion, I think, looks really nice. It almost seems like the packaging has a little bit of texture. I'm not sure if that's just the design of the sticker or it actually has that texture, but I love how it's sort of in this gold frame. It has the body lotion. I love the font of Sweetest and then Song. I think it looks really nice. The Bath & Body Works itself is in a very small font size, which I appreciate. And then I just love, it almost looks like a bow design or like a crown molding design all around sort of the sticker label. And then to top everything off, we have a gold cap. I think this looks absolutely exquisite. So kind of classy. It's giving me almost like Victorian, Bridgerton, like Versailles, French vibes a little bit, but I am loving this color story. Now onto the body wash. This does look like a faceted body wash, and this type of faceted that looks almost ribbed is very similar to the sort of fancy fine fragrance mist lids. So they're almost a ribbed material or design. They were in the Halloween 2024 fine fragrance mist. They were in Luminous. I want to say, oh, in the Disney Princesses collection, the fine fragrance mist lids were sort of that ribbed design. I think it looks great in the shower gel. It looks very expensive. I love the gold and the blue and then the matching gold cap, of course. Now, the last thing I have in this image is going to be the wallflower. There were other things, but it was behind some of their Q4 like earnings. So if you would like to check that out, again, it is linked in the description box down below. But with this wallflower, I do like the sort of color of the wallflower liquid itself, sort of this teal blue. But if you notice, this wallflower plugin was actually included in an 1,000 Wishes gift bag. I want to say for maybe Black Friday. I remembered seeing this and I was like, that was in the 1,000 Wishes gift bag. So if you do have that gift bag, this wallflower is not new. The wallflower plugin, the scent is new. But overall, packaging wise, Sweetest Song is really hitting it out of the park. I think this is just a quintessential spring vibes packaging, dainty, fun pastels. I think it's such a perfect line to drop. Now, getting into the actual scent notes, we have Sweetest Song having scent notes of blush raspberries, sugared crystals, and whipped musk. Now, I think Bath & Body Works does raspberry really well. I enjoy the butterfly fragrance. I've enjoyed some of their past raspberry fragrances that we're going to get into more detail in a minute, but I am excited about this. I feel like many of us with the Disney Princesses collection were expecting more gourmands or juicy berries or sort of sweet vanilla-y fragrances, and while I feel like that collection was perfect for people that like more fresh or floral fragrances, fragrances. Definitely something for all of the people that love those types of scents. A lot of the gourmand lovers kind of felt left out. I think this scent might be perfect for people that are really into gourmands. Now, when it says raspberries, sugared crystals, and whipped musk, I did have in mind a couple of other scents almost immediately, but I really am hoping this is a really sugary raspberry, almost like a raspberry jam type of vibe. I really do not hope that it is any artificial at all. I know with strawberry pound cake and sweetheart cherry, that artificial note has kind of been getting stronger, and I think Bath & Body Works so far has done raspberries so well that I'm hoping that they don't add anything artificial to this. But so far, right off the bat, I'm very intrigued and excited in this. I also have some coupons that expire March 24th, and I assume as we already have some promo images and people have already gotten their hands on it, this will be making its way into stores soon. So if you're looking for something gourmand and something kind of juicy and fruity, this might be the perfect fragrance. I'm very excited to see when this one comes out so I can get in stores and give it a smell. Now we're going to move on into some scents of the Bath & Body Works past, or in the Bath & Body Works graveyard of old retired scents that I think might be very similar to the new Sweetest song. All right, you guys, let's compare Sweetest Song to some of the past raspberry fragrances. So again, Sweetest Song has scent notes of blush raspberries, sugared crystals, and whipped musk. Now, the first fragrance that I thought to compare it to, and I feel like a lot of people had the same initial jump on, was that this could be very similar to Among the Clouds. I'll be putting up packaging of all of these as I go through them. So Among the Clouds has scent notes of wild berry skies and whipped vanilla clouds. Right there, I'm seeing similarities between the berry as well as the whipped vanilla or like a whipped musk note. This is a really nice sort of sweet berry fragrance. This also sort of made me think of cotton candy clouds. That one's pretty similar. It has berries, I think whipped vanilla, and then like pink sugar or something like that. So very similar vibes to this one. Do I think it's going to be identical? Because it is such a standalone product, I don't think it's going to be identical to Among the Clouds. Also, it seems like there's a much bigger emphasis on almost like a macaron theme. I've seen sort of these images in correlation with sort of macaron images, so I'm not sure if there's something similar going on with that. It's more of a bakery raspberry, but I do think Among the Clouds is something that it could be similar to. We'll just have to get in stores and check it out. The next fragrance that I immediately thought of was Raspberry Sugar. This one has raspberry in the name. It also has sugar, so I thought perfect. Sweetest Song has blush raspberries and sugared crystals. Now, Raspberry Sugar has not been out for a while, and I want to say this was a holiday release years ago, but this one says it's sweet as candy. It's a blend of sugared raspberries, plum blossom, and winter white lily. I was almost able to discredit this one already off the bat because of that floral note. While the raspberries and the plum blossom, I feel like could be integrated into the Sweetest Song, the addition of the winter white lily, I wasn't seeing anything floral in Sweetest Song, so I don't think it's going to be this one. However, Raspberry Sugar is a lovely scent. I'm sure a lot of people would love to see it come back, and I definitely do hope it makes a return soon. The next fragrance I thought of, which I know a lot of you are absolutely begging for them to bring back, and that is Raspberry Jam Donut. Now, I thought of Raspberry Jam Donut because when I was reading Sweetest Song, I almost got more of a raspberry jam note, obviously with the raspberries, the sugared crystals, and the whipped musk. I was thinking maybe this could be a sweet, almost bakery gourmand raspberry fragrance. Now, Raspberry Jam Donut has scent notes of wild raspberry jam, powdered sugar, and warm, fluffy donut. I think the big differentiator here is that the Raspberry Jam Donut scent obviously has that doughy donut, almost bread-like note in it, while the Sweetest Song seems to just be more of a raspberry and sugar type of scent. I am curious to see if Sweetest Song will pull a little bit floral from that musk or sort of have that freshness. I feel like sometimes musk and Bath & Body Works scents can pull either floral, fresh, or really vanilla. So I'm interested to see how it's going to come out. But as far as Raspberry Jam Donut goes, I don't think they are going to be nearly identical. However, I would love to see this one come back. Now, the last two I would say are probably probably the furthest away from what Sweetest song would smell like in actuality, but we have Sun Ripened Raspberry and Blush Cardigan. So Sun Ripened Raspberry does sort of make an appearance here and there. I want to say we had it at an SAS maybe in the last 3 years, but this one has scent notes of raspberry, sugar, and strawberry leaf. So obviously spot on with the raspberry and sugar notes, but this one is going to go that sort of strawberry leaf route, while the other one has whipped musk, leading me to believe that Sun Ripened Raspberry is going to be more almost like punchy and bold, while Sweetest song is going to be a bit softer and really pull more of that sort of sugar and vanilla fragrances. That's not to say I don't like Sun Ripened Raspberry. I think it's a lovely scent, and I would also love to see this one back as well. If you are not catching a theme here, I really do enjoy raspberry, strawberry scents from Bath & Body Works. Ghoul Friend is one of my favorite scents of all time, so any of those sort of dark strawberry or raspberry fragrances always seem to catch my eye. Now, the last scent we have is a Blush Cardigan. I know a lot of people are wanting this one to come back. I want to say this one came out with wrapped vanilla, and I know if they drop these again in the fall, people would be going crazy. But Blush Cardigan has scent notes of sweet raspberries, sugar-dipped violet, and warm amber. Now, I do think this is going to be pretty similar in terms of the raspberries and the amber. Sort of the amber and the musk notes at Bath & Body Works have been correlated in the past. They can sort of switch off between smelling very similar, and then one's going more of that warmth note, while the musk goes sort of the fresh note. Now, the differentiator here was the sugar dipped violet. Now, I'm not sure if Sweetest song is going to pull floral from that musk. If it does, I feel like Blush Cardigan and Sweetest song could be very similar. However, if it pulls more of that vanilla fragrance, I think we're going to see something more similar to Among the Clouds and maybe even Cotton Candy Clouds. But you guys, that wraps up this video. That wraps up really going over Sweetest song in terms of the packaging, the scent notes, and then comparing it to raspberry fragrances of the past. I'm very interested to see what the pricing is going to be on this. I have not had access to it online or in my store to see any pricing so far, but I wouldn't be surprised if we're seeing a slight premium. So I would say everything is going to be maybe $1 more than what we expect. So these shower gels are going to be $16.95, maybe lotion $16.95, and then fine fragrance mist and creams, I would say anywhere from $17 to maybe $18.95. However, I am not sure. Hopefully all of the products are within the coupon range. That probably won't happen, but I would definitely love to get in stores. And if I were going to say which products I would pick up, definitely the lotion and the shower gel seem like something so up my alley, and the packaging is fantastic. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have seen this one popping up in your stores and your initial thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.